Honda has built some of the most bulletproof engines in automotive history. They've also built a few that have quietly bankrupted owners while the badge on the hood kept everyone trusting them. Some Honda engines will run past 400,000 miles on nothing but oil changes and patience. Others will eat head gaskets, transmissions, and your savings account before you hit 120,000. The difference isn't the badge. It's 3 letters stamped on the engine block. Get the wrong combination and you're looking at a $7,000 repair bill on a car you only paid $18,000 for. Get the right one and the engine will outlive the body around it. I've been working on Hondas for over 20 years. Civics, Accords, CR-Vs, Pilots, Odysseys, every generation, every engine. I've seen the bulletproof legends and I've seen with the same failure every single time. Today I'm telling you exactly which is which. Let's start with the worst. Worst engine number 3, the K24W from the 9th generation Accord and the 2nd generation CR-V. This is painful to talk about because on paper, the K24W looks like a great engine. But this engine has a problem that Honda spent years pretending wasn't a problem. Excessive oil consumption. I'm not talking about a quart between oil changes. I'm talking about owners adding a quart every 1,000 miles. The piston rings on these engines were too thin, and the oil control ring tension was wrong from the factory. Combine that with direct injection, and you get a perfect storm. Oil burns past the rings into the combustion chamber. Carbon builds up on the intake valves because direct injection doesn't wash them. The catalytic converter eats oil and dies early. I had a 2014 Accord come into my shop at 78,000 miles. She was adding 2 quarts between oil changes. Compression test showed cylinder 3 was already 30 psi low. By 110,000 miles, she needed pistons, rings, a new cat, and the head pulled for cleaning. The bill ran about $6,400. If you already own a K24W, here's what you do. Check your oil every single fill-up. Run a quality full synthetic and change it every 4,000 miles, not the 8,000 the maintenance minder tells you. That gets you to 200,000 miles if you're disciplined. Most owners aren't. Worst engine number 2. The L15B7, the 1.5-liter turbo from 2016 onward in the Civic, CR-V, and Accord. The L15B7 is Honda's downsized turbocharged 4-cylinder. Marketed as the future, smaller displacement, forced induction, better efficiency, modern performance. What they didn't tell you is that this engine has a fundamental design flaw with how the fuel system interacts with the cylinder walls during short trips and cold weather operation. It's called oil dilution. Raw gasoline washes past the piston rings and ends up mixing with your engine oil. You can smell it on the dipstick. The oil level goes up instead of down. By the time you notice, you've already been driving on diluted oil that doesn't lubricate properly. What does that do? It accelerates bearing wear. It glazes cylinder walls. It kills the turbocharger seals. I've torn down L15B7s at 90,000 miles that looked like 250,000 mile engines on the inside. Honda issued multiple service bulletins. They updated the software. They extended the warranty in Canada and certain US states. But the fundamental design didn't change. I had a 2018 CR-V come in last winter. Owner was a nurse. 3-mile commute to the hospital. Mostly winter driving. Engine oil smelled like a gas can. At 64,000 miles, she had a catastrophic bearing failure. Honda Goodwill covered half. She paid $4,800 out of pocket on a car she still owed money on. That's the L15B7 reality. It can be a good engine if you put highway miles on it consistently in warm weather. For everyone else, it's a slow financial bleed waiting to become a catastrophe. Correct habit, if you own one. 20-minute highway drive once a week minimum. Synthetic 0W20 changed every 4,000 miles. Watch your oil level for it rising, not falling. And if you smell fuel on the dipstick, take it seriously immediately. But as bad as oil dilution is, there's an engine worse than this one, and it's the most expensive lesson in Honda ownership right now. Worst engine number 1. The J35Y6 with VCM in the 3rd and 4th generation Pilot, Odyssey, and Accord V6. The J35 is a 3.5-liter V6 that in pure mechanical form is one of the best engines Honda ever built. The problem isn't the engine. The problem is what Honda bolted onto it. Variable Cylinder Management, VCM. The system shuts down 3 of the 6 cylinders under light load to save fuel. The cylinder deactivation is achieved through hydraulic lifters that collapse on command, just like GM's active fuel management system that has destroyed thousands of trucks. And just like GM's version, Honda's VCM destroys engines. The deactivated cylinders run cold while the others run hot. The piston rings on the deactivated cylinders don't seal properly because they're not seeing combustion pressure. Oil sneaks past those rings into the combustion chamber. When that cylinder reactivates, it burns the oil. The result is catastrophic oil consumption, fouled spark plugs, and eventually piston ring failure. I've seen J35s burning a quart every 800 miles by 90,000 miles. Quick thing. If this is making you rethink what your dealer has been telling you about your Honda, you're not alone. That's exactly what this channel is for. Hit subscribe. Every week, I break down the stuff Honda owners need to hear, but don't get told at the dealership. Now here's what makes the J35 with VCM particularly painful. Honda knows. There are aftermarket VCM disabler devices selling thousands of units a month because owners are trying to save their engines before the dealer-sanctioned failure destroys them. I had a 2017 Pilot come in 2 months ago, 94,000 miles, burning a quart every 600 miles. Owner had every service record from the dealer. Did nothing wrong. The dealer quoted $8,400 for a long block. He sold the car at a loss. If you own a J35 with VCM, install a VCM disabler. Yes, it technically affects your warranty. The warranty doesn't cover this failure anyway. Now those are the 3 that will destroy you financially. Up to now, this has been about what to avoid. The engines coming next are where Honda actually got it right. Best engine number 3. The R18A from the 8th generation Civic. This is the engine that quietly kept Honda's reliability reputation alive while the bigger engines were embarrassing the brand. The R18A is a 1.8-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder from the 2006 to 2011 Civic. No turbo, no direct injection, no cylinder deactivation, no VCM. Just a properly engineered Honda 4-cylinder with port injection and a timing chain instead of a belt. These engines routinely cross 300,000 miles on original internals. I have a regular customer with a 2008 Civic at 412,000 miles on the original block. Never opened. Just oil changes, valve adjustments, and the occasional sensor. The R18A has no carbon buildup problems because port injection washes the intake valves with every cycle. The timing chain rarely needs replacement before 250,000 miles. Oil consumption is minimal. The fuel system is simple and durable. If you find a clean 8th gen Civic with maintenance records, that's a car you can buy with confidence and drive into the ground. But there's a Honda engine that's even more legendary. Best engine number 2. The K24A from the 7th and 8th generation Accord, the 2nd generation Element, and the 1st generation TSX. The K24A is the engine Honda enthusiasts and mechanics quietly worship. 2.4-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Port injection. Timing chain. No direct injection carbon problems. No oil dilution. No cylinder deactivation. Just a Honda engine the way Honda used to build them. These engines routinely run 350,000 to 400,000 miles. The bottom end is over-engineered. The head is straightforward. Parts are cheap and available. The aftermarket loves them because they handle modification well, which means even on a stock car, the engine is operating well within its design envelope. Maintenance is simple. Oil changes, valve adjustments every 60,000 miles, timing chain inspection at 200,000. That's it. If you want a Honda that will outlast everything else on the road, find a clean Accord or Element with the K24A and don't sell it. Best engine number 1. The D17A from the 7th generation Civic. Number 1 on the best list is the engine most younger Honda buyers have never even heard of. The D17A, 1.7-liter 4-cylinder from the 2001 to 2005 Civic. This is the most reliable engine Honda has ever produced. These engines are so over-engineered for the power they make that catastrophic failure is virtually unheard of. The aluminum block is paired with iron sleeves. The timing chain often outlasts the body. Oil consumption is essentially zero on a properly maintained example. The D17A makes modest power. It won't win any drag races. But if your priority is a Honda that will refuse to die, this is the engine that defines that promise. Honda doesn't die from age. Honda dies from what Honda bolted onto good engines to chase fuel economy ratings and emissions credits. If this video helped you, hit the like button and drop your Honda model and mileage in the comments. I want to see how far you folks are pushing these when you take care of them. Next week, I'm breaking down the 7 Honda maintenance mistakes that turn good engines into the bad ones on this list. You don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching. Take care of your Honda the right way, and the right Honda will take care of you for hundreds of thousands of miles.